Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you might be watching. In a previous lesson we looked at how to create a Vlookup based on a drop-down list. This time I'd like to show you how if works. The if statement, when used in Excel, is the second most used formula outside of the AutoSum formula. It's not difficult. What if does, it tests the contents of a cell. It shows a result if the test is true, or a different result if the test is false. As we'll see shortly, I can also embed other formulas within the if statement. In the one we'll be using, we'll look at the AND statement, where both conditions must be true for if to work. So let's first of all look at this cell here, B27, and what I've done up here in the formula bar, we'll see I've typed a formula: if D3, that cell there, is greater than 40,000, then show no salary review. But if it's not greater than 40,000, then show review salary. So I can see here for Sue Smithers that she's only earning 38,000, therefore the test was false. D3 is not greater than 40,000, so it showed me this result here. That is the third argument. Let's test for somebody else. Let's have a look at, we'll say, Harry Green. Harry Green has no salary review here in this cell because his salary is greater than $40,000, so no salary review because that test was true. Now in this cell I've taken if a step further, and I've said equals if and C3 less than 40, so C3 less than 40, yep, and D3 less than 45,000. If both of those are true, then show me the result review salary. But if one of them is not true, then show me the result no salary review. So down here I can see that Harry Green does not qualify in both regards, therefore he will not have his salary reviewed. Now here's a little trick I'm going to show you as well. I don't want to see anything in this cell here, B17, just so it doesn't confuse the issue. And the way I can hide the results in a cell, maybe they're confidential or you just don't want them seen anyway, I can go to the drop arrow here in the number group in the home tab, and I'll go down to more number formats and custom, and then I'm going to drag through the type and type 3 semicolons, 1, 2, 3, and when I click OK, the contents of that cell are hidden. They're still there, I can see them in the formula bar, so no problem there. To bring things back, all I need to do is again go into the more number formats and click general and OK, and there you go, the results come back. So just to run through if again, if test a cell, it shows a result if the test is true, or a different result if the test is false. So in this cell I'm testing, in this case, D3. Is it greater than 40,000? If that's true, no salary review. And I've included double quotes because if I want a text answer I need to enclose the text in double quotes, as you'll see there. In this cell, what I've done, I have embedded up here in the formula bar an AND statement. That's now the first argument because the if statement only ever has 3 arguments: the test, the result if the test is true, or the result if the test is false. So the AND statement is embedded within the if statement as the first arguments, and of course with AND both conditions must be true. So here we're testing the cell results from the Vlookup. So that's why I see Harry Green has no salary review due. Why? Because he qualified age-wise, he's only 21, but his salary is not less than 45,000. Therefore both conditions aren't true. The test is false. Therefore we see the third argument, no salary review. Remember that if is extraordinarily handy. It lets you test the results of a cell, and you can make management decisions on the results if you wish. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, folks, and there'll be lots more Excel exercises uploaded for your education. Thank you again for watching. Salary and phone extension, and I want to be able to choose the name from a drop down list in this cell, and then have Excel automatically complete by using Vlookup the information for the name that's chosen in these three cells here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, in this cell, I'm going to create a list by going a drop down list by going to data validation, allow a list, and the source of the list is down there. So I'll click OK, and now I see that I can choose any of the names from that list. But what I need to do is, of course, enter the formula for Vlookup in this cell, and I'll choose Vlookup because I want it to stay in cell B3. I'll use $signs, $B, $3, comma, and the range which I want to remain within is $B, $7, colon to $E, $11, comma. I want to look up the second column in the array, which is the age, so I enter the number 2, and because the data is not sorted in alpha ascending, I use the argument false. Now when I press enter, obviously there's no name there at the moment, but what I want to do is just to autofill that formula across, but in cell D3 I want it to look up the information in the third column, so I'll change the column reference to 3, and in the phone extension, of course, I want to look up the information in the fourth column. So far so good. Now all I have to do is to click in B3, we'll choose Brian Jones, and there are Brian's details. And just to do one more, we'll choose Sue Smithers. No problem, shows me Sue Smithers' detail. So that's a very handy little way of entering data into a Vlookup cell. Use a drop down list, and hopefully you will find that handy, because it is a definite time saver, and the other major advantage is that it saves any spelling mistakes. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and there'll be lots more, of course, videos as the time goes on. Thanks for watching.